Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe1X here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Generations Bombshell. Now, this guy comes in the Combiner Wars packaging, and he does have a third mode, which is supposed to be kind of like a target master for the Combiner Wars. I guess you would just flip these down. It doesn't show in the directions. Maybe flip this forward, fold the legs in, which I'm not going to do. And there's kind of your gun, if you can imagine the legs folded in. So it's kind of silly. I don't think that's the reason why you would buy this guy. One, I do like these little things tilted down. It looks just a little bit more clean, in my opinion. But, yeah, there's Bombshell. He's actually quite nice. I do have quite a few comparisons for you guys. But as far as the paint on him, I don't know how well it's showing up on camera. This red, this gold, it's all kind of got a metallic flake to it, so it looks really nice. And you can see that the purple is really dark as well. Maybe you can see that gold a little bit better. So you can see that kind of metallic flake in there, and that red, you can kind of see that. So really nice paint on this guy. And I love the dark purple. I much prefer it over the light purple. Honestly thought whenever I got this guy, and I know it was Hasbro packaging, and I picked it up at Target, I was like, you know what, I think Takara, I think I got a Takara one and it ended up in Hasbro packaging, because that's how well I think this guy looks. Especially whenever you compare it to this guy. Which, you know, I'm not dogging on Scrapnel. I'm just going to call him Shrapnel from here on out, because that's how I originally knew him as. But just look at him all over. This guy looks like he's just a better quality figure. This looks like it's definitely Hasbro. This looks like it's a Takara. I mean, even looking at the Decepticon logos, I mean, it's just so much cleaner and nicer. And the paint, oh, there's some more red metallic paint there. So, as far as comparison with these two guys, you can see that Shrapnel is a little bit longer. I believe he probably should be, but they don't pair up too bad together. And we'll get them all transformed, and we'll take a look at them then as well. Here he is with the original G1, so you can kind of get what they were going for there. With the yellow on the sides and the way that the legs are done. Even the red back here, you can see that it's supposed to represent the sticker there. Even whenever you took a look at the sticker right here, you can see the red there. So I really do dig this a lot. Just very nice. You can see the nice big Decepticon logo there. So it's a nice representation, especially if you're a G1 fan, which, you know, you guys know I obviously am. And that's the only way I can really buy the Generations, if it represents G1 in some type of way. And this definitely does. I absolutely love it. So let's go ahead and get this guy transformed, and then we'll do some comparisons. So give me one moment. All right, so first thing we're going to do is bend this back right here. Go ahead and grab these arms. They're connected in together. You can see by that part right there. So just pull those apart. You can go ahead and swing these around. Go ahead and swing this around as well. You will be able to adjust these little insect legs here in a moment, so I'll show you how to do that. But just for the moment, get those out of the way. Go ahead and come down with this. And go ahead and put those forward. You spin the waist around. Separate here at the legs, and these fold in. And you see this one kind of pushes down, and that's about as far as it can go. This can go a little bit more, so give that one more push. Do the same thing with this. Come down with that. That's as far as that goes. And this is because they're separated here, so go ahead and give that one more push so it's flush up against there. Then with the arms, you see these little insect legs. Here on the bicep, they're actually on their own rotating joint. I don't know if you can see that. So you can actually just hold this here and rotate this little guy around and adjust that however you like. And there you have the arms that are on the ball joints there. Come back with this section and then flip that up. And there you have Bombshell all transformed. I absolutely, love this guy. I remember getting him on Saturday, and I forget if I think it was on Victory Sabers Aftercast, that I was just like, this is probably in my top 10 best pickups of 2014, just because as small as it is, it just has all the articulation that you would want. It's perfect as far as a representation of the original G1. I mean, this is definitely Bombshell. To where, here you have, Shrapnel. I mean, they look fine next to each other, but I mean, this definitely, like I said before, in insect mode, this looks like a Hasbro. This looks like a Takara. I mean, and the engineering is awesome. It's just, it seems that Hasbro got the Legend series. They really kind of discovered how great they can make it. Because these guys are about 10, 11 bucks, and, this just exceeds my expectations, because this is what I'm used to getting, or things that are kind of like this, or, the tailgate, or, that I don't think is very well, or the Wind Charger that's about to come out. So, but this is probably one of the better ones that have come out here lately. So you can see them side by side. Here is comparison to the original G1. If we can get those focused. Yeah, there we go. So you can see what they were doing there with the yellow chest and, you know, the chrome, obviously, were the only thing that I think is kind of lacking here is just because of, you know, the dark purple and all the other paint is just so nice, is the gray just looks a little bit plain, you know, so. But otherwise, I mean, they did a fantastic job. I mean, look at the face sculpt on this guy, and you see he kind of has like the little knight thing that comes down over his mouth, or the face plate, and it's got those lines in it. Well, if you look on this guy, you see that he has that faceplate, but he has some black paint in between those lines. There's no paint splatter anywhere else on there. You can see his eyes are nice and red. Again, no paint splatter. I have no QC issues with this guy whatsoever. Just really nice looking all the way around. I can't really say enough good things about it. So this is one that, you know, very rarely do I tell you that it's a definite must-buy. I'll tell you that I like it, and you can just make your decision from there. This, in my opinion, for 10, 11 bucks, this is a must-buy, in my opinion. So I would definitely get it. Here he is comparison with the Takara Generations Armada Starscream. So you can get a nice little idea there. All right, lastly, let's take a look at the articulation. This little thing, you know, you saw whenever he was in insect mode, it'll bend back and forth, but in robot, you just kind of leave it right there. Head does not rotate, or at least I can't get my fingers in there to rotate anyway, so, and I don't know why you would, because he wouldn't be able to see out the side because of these little things anyway. The arm, it's on a ball joint right here, so this can go back and forth. It can rotate here. Just because of transformation, it can go back this way as well. Then you have the elbow, which is on a ball joint, spins around. He also has a little hole here for a gun, and he didn't come with like a little weapon or target master, but if you want to take shrapnels, let's see if that fits in there. Yeah, it does. He can hold the little reflector there if you wanted him to, you know, swap out the weapons. As far as waist, this does rotate here. The legs go back and forth. They also go in and out quite a bit. They rotate there at the knee. They bend at the knee. So I think you can get some pretty cool poses with this guy, even though you can't rotate his head. You just kind of, you know, bend him at the waist, and I think that's pretty awesome. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoy. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.